I feel like I need to start this video with a parental advisory. I'm gonna create a hot rod sin here, and I feel bad about it. So we're gonna butcher up this car. This is a '56 Chevy Sedan delivery, and I need parts out of it. I said in a previous video, unfortunately, it was cheaper to buy this car that's very buildable and part it out than it would be to buy the parts I need brand new for the Nomad. So this one has to die, and that's tough. I gotta say, I'm not a big sedan delivery guy, and I'm not a big '56 guy, but they don't deserve to be destroyed. This was a parts car at some point in its life. You know, it's rough. Obviously, the floors are there. I mean, there's nothing left of the dash. Column's gone. I mean, there's nothing, no seats, full of junk. That being said, I mean, anything is fixable. These sedan deliveries, I don't know where you guys are from, but here, they just don't bring the money. Has the rear end in it, no motor, no trans. The lower fenders need work. It's rotten up here. The brows are no good. The hood is actually not terrible. It's got some dents and stuff, but the corners aren't folded, which is really common on these things. Windshield's no good. The roof, I mean, it's solid, but I don't know if you can see how badly dented and stuff is. I mean, anything's fixable. Anything is fixable. You know, well, this actually has a little bit of filler in it. I thought it was, whatever. You know, it's, we're breaking the rules on this one. I was going to originally just take what I wanted out of it, which was the rear floor and the chassis, and then kind of sell the body. But I can't store a body. This thing was for sale for a while on the internet before I bought it, with no action. So I already know what the market is around me. It's not good for this thing. Nobody wanted it at a fair price as a roller. Who the hell's going to want it as a lump? And when I take the rear floors out of it, I take the chassis out of it, that's what's going to directly go in the Nomad. So we're saving a Nomad. The doors we're going to save. The quarters we're going to save. The front clip we're going to save. I can probably save the sedan delivery pieces. If anybody here is local or close to local and wants a deal on this stuff, and you promise me it's going to bring a car back, I'll give you a deal. I'm not trying to make $1 million on this thing, but I don't have the room to store it. And that's the sad truth. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to start cutting this thing apart. I don't know if I'll be able to do it in one video or two. I have, so at this point, cat's out of the bag. We have 2 garages. We're working on 2 garages. This one will be stripped down. The chassis will be in here. I'm going to do the Nomad. I'm going to call it right-ish. We're going to paint the frame. We're going to clean it up. We're going to do what we got to do there. I have the same control arms I put on the '57, which are tubular. I have a set of power disc brakes I'm going to put on it. Power disc brakes, which are on the way. One's supposed to be here late in the month, and the other one's supposed to be here in a week or so. So we'll see how that goes. But hopefully we can at least make, I mean, it's a roller as is. Go through the rear end, make sure it's decent. Run some lines, so all that stuff. Well, it's just going to be a chassis. In the meantime, I think that Nomad will probably go in the other garage. What are we going to call the other garage? That's actually, you guys got to comment below so we know what the heck we're talking about here. Because I'm not giving you my address, sorry. And we'll go from there. So I don't know. I think it's going to be a lot of lapsing. It's night. It's cold. I actually spent all day, well, all afternoon after work, on the other property, digging with the Bobcat and screwing around and getting some parking. So I am tired. But I'm going to spin the truck around. We're going to put the fenders, the doors, the hood, the front clip, that sheet metal in the back of the truck. I'll probably cut the quarters. I got to think it out yet. I don't know if I want to cut the quarters and keep the one panel. See, I do want to keep the door post. Something I might cut the post, this section out, and then across there, because the quarters and the post are worth money. This is delivery only. This is any two-door sedan, and here down, other than the V, is any 56 Chevy. Or, I guess you could use maybe 57, you can modify, gas or do whatever, change the, I mean, whatever. Patch panels galore, right? That's what we're doing. I feel bad about it, I really do. The first cut is the deepest. I wish I could play that song while I'm cutting here. But every single piece will be accounted for, and I will store or give away or sell at a discounted price. But like I said, what would this thing be worth as a body with no floor in it whatsoever, no chassis, and kind of beat up? It can't be worth much. Yet parted out, I know the doors are worth, I mean, I'd pay $300 for this set of doors. They're got good glass in them, they're complete, they're not rotten. I mean, this is prime two-door stuff, and if you want to sell the jams, I mean, honestly, I think if the jams and the doors together, I'd pay $500 for that all day long. Two-door kit. If you have a 56 Chevy, you need a set of quarters. A brand new quarter is $1,000 at least, I think, depending on shipping and, you know, the American dollar and all that sort of stuff. So I don't know, what's that, $250, $300 a side? That's more than half in the car to get that back. Front clip, you know, that wouldn't be much money. It is what it is. Headlights, taillights. When I was doing the wagon, like this right here, these are always rotten. It's in good shape. This is, I mean, it's driver quality, but it's all there. The bird, I mean, I don't know. I feel bad. I'm gonna say it 18 more times. Let's buckle up. Let's start tearing this thing apart. I don't know how much I'll get done tonight before I fall asleep while I'm working. Well, that was fast, eh? So we got the truck kind of loaded up. This is going to sit in here overnight. I got a bin blocking the other garage, which I'm going to use for storage currently. While we're doing electrical and all that, these parts can sit there and go up for sale. Now, that's what we're looking for. Frame looks in good shape. I mentioned these before, these ugly, look at that. Who would do that? Anyways, I'll cut that off. And we'll clean the frame up and all this, obviously sitting out a little mossy. But, well, the control arms don't look that bad. Has ball joints put in the bottom, they're bolted in. So, I don't know. Still has the ears for the transmission, yet it has a transmission mount. Aftermarket one, or a off something I should say. Steering box is intact, not all chopped. Bumper's actually in decent shape. So now, decide. Here is where the conundrum comes. Do you try and cut up in one piece and save it for a sedan delivery? Do you cut the quarter, which I think is what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut the quarter on this line and then right down on the edge. We'll follow this all the way around. Then we'll come down on this edge and the quarter panel should come off. I don't know if there's anything else underneath, I don't think yet. And keep it in one section. Because all this stuff, I don't know if this is the same as Nomad or not, but I want to keep that just in case I need a piece or whatever it may be. I want to keep all of this. So it's the tail panel. It's a little rusty back there, I guess. But this is the bread and butter, the wheel tubs as well. So that's what we really want to get to. So then kind of start deconstructing that, and then we might just take the whole roof off. Not too sure what I'm going to do there. Unfortunately, the roof's pretty beat up. So if I take the roof off, I'd probably then just cut it on the drip rail and keep this piece separate. and the roof will be trashed. Anyways, if I cut the quarter off, that then leaves the post and this little section, which that's probably the same as a two-door, at least right here. So I can then cut that around there, and then save that for another vehicle. I think sedan delivery is lowest on the list. So this will be two-door quarter, you know, patch panel, two-door post kind of piece. Honestly, I think I might just try and sell as a kit. Two two-door posts and two two-door doors is, and maybe a link to someone's video, show you how to do it. But that's, that might be something. So we can do that. This thing's had some sort of rockers put on. Riveted on, and like, she's rough. Glass is smashed. It's got good wiper stuff though. Yeah. Clutch pedal and all that. Yeah. Gas pedal and everything, it's gone. I mean, this thing has been pillaged. Too bad. Alright, I'm going to cut this one side off tonight. I don't know if we get to the other side or not. I have run out of jam. And using spinny cutties when you're tired isn't the smartest thing. So if this comes off easy, maybe we'll carry on. But we'll see. Poor car. Otherwise, the wheel tubs look okay. There's a little repair down at the bottom. There's a lot of back pieces riveted on, but actually, I mean, the backside doesn't even look that rusted. It looks like it just broke apart and they had riveted it. Top piece is decent, and down at the very bottom it is rotten. But I mean, the rest of it we can use. All in here is very usable if I need it, other than just the bottom few inches. Post looks good. This is quite a bit more attached than I had originally thought. It's all the way across. One solid piece. So, and it goes all the way in there. So I don't know how I'm going to get that off easily. Or if I'm getting it off easily. But that's all my poor plaid heart can take for butchery tonight. I don't have the other quarter off. I'll show you this one in the daylight tomorrow maybe. It's a little bit of filler in the front. This one looks to be, looks worse, but more original. The other one had a pile of fiberglass at the bottom. So we can get that cut out tomorrow, then decide if we're just cutting the roof right off of it, which I'm thinking might be the way to go if I cut it the post up, get past the structure, oh yeah, and then across, and do whatever I gotta do, cut that into bits, throw that in the garbage to the recycler because it's no good, or keep it for spare metal, I guess. And then I can stand in there and maybe run the plasma and whatnot. But I think I'm gonna start taking it from the outside and then leave as much meat on the inside as I possibly can, because that's what's important. And I would like to keep the firewall as well. Unfortunately, these are freaking heavy. I have tried to keep it before, so I might have to quarter it up or do something and just use it for patch panels. But anyways, it's enough hacking for a night. This is Support Your Local Hat. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Next day. Nothing's happened. Plan. Well, my new plan. I'm going to slice the post out down the inner structure as much as I can there. Get that out. Then, well, this will be kind of wobbly. I think we're going to start sectioning the roof out of it. Then I'll save this as much as I can, even though I am gonna slice it here and here, because that's what's needed on a two-door conversion, so it won't be the full amount. I don't know if that's gonna be worth anything to anybody or not. Back here, actually, you know what? These are garbage. I'm gonna cut it there and go up and around and back down. This thing is, that's like rotten out. Yeah, the roof's junk. Do that. Same on the other side. literally quarter it. Man, I never understood quartering an animal until I've had a tri-5. So we'll quarter it, take the post out, roof off. Then all that'll be left will be like inner structure stuff, which is good. Gets me lots of room to stand right in there and get it all out. I'll probably, I don't know what I should do. Take it all out as one piece. Might be a little bit of a pain. The floor has to stay together. The quarters or the wheel tub, might be nice to have wheel tub and everything all together. I don't know what'll fit in the car is the other thing. If I can get it in crooked and settle it down in the Nomad. Yeah, I'm gonna start cutting. You know, my brain works good when there's sparks flying. Well, we did something. So this is basically junk now. I wanted to keep this lip just in case the Nomad needs it. So I mean, we cut the quarter off and we cut at the window area. There's just a few braces and obviously the roof's all coming apart. There's nothing to this. There's two braces that go across and that's it. And then this this rear section for the hatch and stuff. Again, I think I'll probably just zip it there. And I don't know how we're going to get this all apart. I got to look at the other car maybe and decide what sections we want to be apart. Not the end of the world, we always weld it back together. I don't know if this is all the same on the Nomad or not, but this is all good bits that we can kind of make work, right? Now the problem we run into between working on the house next door and working in the garage, running all the tools at once, all my batteries are dead now. So we got to take a break, let the batteries charge, which is probably good because I'm tired. Roof's junk. I might cut in some bits or something like that and use it for scrap metal down the road, but realistically, this is where we're going. While the batteries are charging and all that, we'll let that happen. I might just cut the other quarter and post out. We've already done it on this, obviously, so you saw the gist of it. We'll get that apart, and yeah. Then I got to clean out in here. I haven't gone through this yet, so maybe I'll get that all taken care of. Then I'll come back when it's looking like this on the other side, and we'll go through, I guess, the fuel tank. These are on the side of the core support, inner fenders. I don't know what else we got. A couple of little, you know, motors, or regulators and stuff like that. We'll take the trim and stuff out of the window. Looks like it might be worth saving. Otherwise, this thing's been pillaged. There ain't nothing left. Nothing at all. This thing was, yeah, unfortunate. But that's the way we're gonna do it. And then I gotta decide what I want to do with the firewall. These things. Yeah, the toe boards aren't terrible. I don't know how much I should keep. The firewall is a big obtrusive, well, the cowling is a big obtrusive piece to keep. take the glass out of it, maybe take the dashboard out of it. Slice it around there. There's a little cowl piece that does come out where the vent is. And yeah, there ain't much to it. But again, we're cutting, once I get this out, we'll show you exactly why I kept this thing, or wanted it. And then once we get to that section, we'll probably end the video up, because I'm tired of cutting. So this is what we're left with. Not a whole lot. I got the other side done, quarter off, and everything. I kept some just in case the upper trim, seems nomad I need it, but whatever. It had this fuel tank in it. It's a little banged up, doesn't look too bad. And wagon tanks are unique. The spare tire actually, the well fits in there, so I don't know. Yeah, it's a little chowdered up, eh? We'll see. I think a new one was 300 bucks, 350 bucks. What's money at this point? We have done. Otherwise, in here, this is what, now I can actually show you. This is what we really paid for. So this panel that would tuck under this little hatch area that goes to the front of the, I believe it goes to here, or here, something like that. This floor, the full floor, you can see these back bolts. That's that right there, so it will go up and over, and this panel will lay right on top of it. So typically when I'm putting those floors in, I'll cut them across here, but in the Nomad I might use the full one. I'm not really too sure what we're going to do, because if I put that in, and then I'm sure this just has spot welds, you can go right on top. That'll be good. And I don't know, I got, this is where I'm going to end the video here, just kind of showing everything. I gotta peel the Nomad apart because the wheel tubs were all beat to hell and they were like in a few spots. So I don't know if I should cut them out and use them as patch panels, or if I should try and keep the tubs and this piece all together and then weld up and around here or something like that. I'm not really too sure. I don't know if Nomads have door panels. I don't know anything. All I know is I have this piece. We all know that. We all know that. All I could find was individual pieces was this section. And it was like $350, and there's braces underneath it, and there's a shock brace as well, which were extra, so it's gonna be like $600 just for this one section. And like I said, then the spare tire well on that thing was foobar, no bueno. And I mean, a lot of guys, they'll eliminate that anyways, they just put a flat piece across, which I mean, it's doable. But for not a whole lot more money, we got everything we need. Plus we got doors on the sides, and all sorts of little knickknacks and trinkets and whatnot. So I feel like I did pretty good once I sell off the doors, quarters, posts. I got a front clip, the hood, the tailgate, all these hinges and stuff like that. I'm going to keep all this for myself until the Nomad is done. I don't know if the Nomad has, the back of the Nomad is slanted quite a bit more. I don't know if it shares any of this stuff at a different angle, but you know what, we'll keep it all in these little shapes we can always use if we have to. And then inside it's all rotted. I'm pretty sure that car was decent actually in there, but yeah, that was a lot of cutting over a couple of days amongst other things. And the frame, obviously the frame was a big part. So tomorrow we'll uncover that, we'll see what we need, kind of lay the land, because this is the most important part. From basically here forward I can cut off and be done with. Chop up the firewall. I think all I need is, well, I'll keep steering wheel off while I keep the box. I'll keep the pedals, because you never know when you need a set of pedals. And the hinges, they just have 2 bolts and 2 Phillips. And they're out. I got like a milk crate full of these actually, so put them in the box. And then that 4 will be done. And we just got something we want to do here. Once that's off, then we'll start working on, I want to prep this frame and paint it. I don't know if I'm going to paint it with paint or like some PR15 or I don't know, there's some other stuff they have here, flex seal it, whatever. But we'll make it look nice. Just today disc brakes show up, so I bought power disc brakes. Power, everyone always asks when I put power in. Well, I'm going to do it in a car I'm going to sell. And I ordered the same control arms I put in the black car, and they're supposed to be in 2 weeks, and then so that was, that should have been by now. And I've just said December 6th is the new shipping date, so that's like 6 weeks away. So, I don't know. we'll see what happens. Not that I'm in a huge rush, and it's still a roller like this. It would be nice just to have the frame completely sanded, painted, and the whole disc brake and control arm all brand new front end. So the chassis would be mint, which is nearly not like me. It's supposed to be nice this weekend, so I'm hoping I can, well, hose it all down, get all the nooks and crannies, all the junk out of the inside of the frame, because these things packed full of stuff front to back. And then, yeah, roll over the other garage. I don't know what we're going to do yet. We're making progress, and I'm working on something. Thanks for watching. It's cold out. We have, this is all I'm throwing out of this whole car. The roof, it came with some junk door pans, some wood, and one side of the sedan delivery I'm throwing out. Everything else, we're going to repurpose. So that's not too bad. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video, which I don't know if it'll be this, or it'll be garage stuff, or it'll be Bobcat stuff. We're winging it. See you tomorrow.